How's it going, everybody? Chris Mays and
Josh here.
back with another comparisons ball review video, here to give you the high rev and low rev perspective on the all new PhysiX Blackout. We're gonna go throw 10 shots out on the lanes, see how it looks. Alright, after the first 10 shots with the PhysiX Blackout, initial thoughts, I definitely thought it was quite a bit smoother than anticipated. With it coming out at 2000 Averlon pad and not having Powedge on it, it was quite a bit smoother and more forward off the friction. So I'm not sure if that's just what we're bowling on right now at Mesa East. Got a little bit of a fill house shot, so we're going to compare it to the 900 Global Origin. Alright, just wrapped up throwing the 900 Global Origin, and even though this is a hybrid compared to the PhysiX Blackout being a Pearl, I still think the 900 Global Origin is quite a bit cleaner than the PhysiX Blackout, just because the more polished surface out of the box. I definitely had to play a little bit straighter and be a little bit more forward off with my hand to get the ball off the friction properly and go through the pins. So now we're going ahead and look at the Road Warrior. Alright, just wrapped up throwing the Road Warrior, and this one is noticeably cleaner and sharper off the end of the pattern. I was able to move a little bit further left and kind of soften up my speed. If I threw it a little bit slower than I was able to with the PhysiX Blackout, I had no problems coming around the corner. But just definitely noticeably cleaner and sharper off the end of the pattern, just because it's a symmetrical pearl. Alright, after some thought, I think we are going to go ahead and throw some Powedge on the PhysiX Blackout, just to see how that compares to the out-of-box 2000 grit. Alright, after throwing 5 shots with the Powedge Blackout PhysiX, it was quite a bit cleaner and quite a bit sharper off the end of the pattern. I noticed when I was able to, with the 2000 grit PhysiX, I was able to play a little bit steeper with my angles and not really worry about the ball jumping off the friction too much. It was quite a bit rounder and saw the friction a little bit better than the Powedge. I noticed it kind of didn't like the cliff very much when I used the Powedge PhysiX. It just didn't really see the end of the pattern quite as good as the out-of-box. Alright, final thoughts on the PhysiX Blackout. I really liked this one going down the lane. It really gave me dark code vibes, which I really liked, and I threw it quite a bit. It was smooth enough off the friction to where I didn't have to worry about it like hockey sticking. And it was really responsive to hand positions, which I really like in a bowling ball. So for this one, I'm going to give it a fire.
Just through my first 10 shots with the PhysiX Blackout, and right out of the box you could tell how strong this ball wanted to be. Definitely loved the way it read the lane. Pretty early, but still enough down lane, but not enough to where it didn't feel like it just wanted to be too much off spot. Definitely gave me a similar vibe to the Virtual Energy Blackout, and definitely gave me the reaction I like to see on a cliff type pattern. So now we're going to throw 5 shots with the Ion Pro and see how it compares. So just wrapped up throwing 5 shots with the Ion Pro, and you can see how much smoother this ball was. Definitely was not as quick to friction and was a little bit more controllable off the spot. However, I could miss a little bit further left and still manage to get the ball off the cliff, where with the PhysiX Blackout it was definitely a little slower and took a bit more time to try to get off that spot. So now we're going to throw 5 shots with the Attention Star S2 and see how it compares. So just wrapped up throwing 5 shots with the Attention Star S2. And typically out of box this ball is also pretty dull like the PhysiX Blackout, but I do have a couple games on it. It has been lane shined, and I do like it better at that surface. You can see in these couple of shots how it wanted to get down lane but still was very strong relative to both of the other bowling balls. Definitely more forward earlier but still continuous down lane. So just a little bit more ball than the PhysiX Blackout, but I can definitely see the PhysiX Blackout being a step down from when the Attention Star S2 starts to quit the bed. I also decided to throw a long Powedge just like Chris, and slapped it on the PhysiX Blackout just to see how it compared to the out-of-box finish. And you can see with the 5 shots how much cleaner I wanted to get down the lane and more responsive to friction when it did see it. There was definitely a shot in there where I got a little right too early, and you could see how it just went sideways off the spot. But definitely not a bad reaction, just typically something I'd probably use when there's a little bit more friction available to me, where if I can miss a little in and have it not skate 70 feet, it'll still get off the end of the pattern. But definitely more of a hockey-like types shape that can be useful at times. So final thoughts on the PhysiX Blackout. I'm going to give this ball a fire rating. I think this ball is going to be really good. I think it's going to be versatile. I think it's going to be good in the hands of not just a low rev bowler like myself, but in also high rev hands. I can see this ball, tweaking the surfaces and really shaping it to whatever that specific bowler wants to see. I can see it being used on patterns and also on house shots just to blend the cliff. So I think this one's going to be a good one.
We hope you found this video useful. As always, if you like videos like this, make sure you hit subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.